Welcome to RidgeLife, I'm Tim, and today on RidgeLife we're going to show you how to set your tractor's front end loader up for a third function when it did not come from the manufacturer with one. We're going to show you how to do it without installing a bunch of controls, so let's do this. Power up, let's see if we get open. Woo, yeah, close, open, get all the air out of it, and close. Now that's what I'm talking about. So a lot of front end loaders come with a skid steer quick attachment hydraulic connection on the front. Well, our New Holland Workmaster 55 did not come with that. But what it does have is a rear third function controls in the back. So what we're going to do today is get the back controls to control our front grapple. Going to be awesome. The back of our tractor, we've got these two hydraulic connections right here. Very standard on some of these mid-size ag and utility tractors for that third function rear control. And there's a lever up there with a green handle on it. Forward and back will actuate this hydraulic control. So what we're going to do today is get these controls to the front. And how we're going to do that without installing any new valves or any of that stuff is we're going to have some hoses made up. And these hoses will allow us to extend these hydraulics all the way to the front using our regular controls for back here. This is the hose I had made up at my local tractor shop. Any of your local tractor shop should be able to make up these 1/2-inch hydraulic hoses for you, no problem. And what I've got is those rear connections at the back are what's called an Ag Pioneer. They're Pioneer connections, and these are male, so you'll have female both on the back of the tractor, so you'll need Ag Pioneer male connections there on this end of both of these hoses. And on the other end, the skid steers use a flat face, or at least the grapple I have uses flat face male and female. And guys, these connectors are not cheap. So this hose here is going to be kind of expensive, but not near as expensive as buying controls for that front third function. And you're going to have to buy hoses for that anyway as well. So I measured it out, and it's about 21 feet from those back controls to get all the way up to the front. And yours may be a little bit different for this mid-size tractor. 18 to 21 feet will probably do just fine. I wish I would have gone and got 90 connections for my hydraulics. That way those lines could come straight down off the back there and not have to curve out, which is not going to really be a big issue because I'm not going to leave these on all the time. I'll take them off when I take my grapple off, keep them in good condition. Now you can buy a bracket where you can have your skid steer flat face connections rigidly attached. That way you just take your grapple connections and plug it right in. Because I'm going to be taking on and off my hoses, I'm not going with the bracket, but I am going to just run the hoses back. I'm going to use some bungee cords, attach them to the structure, making sure I've got enough slack so that everything can pivot. And that way everything will be secure. I can take it off when I'm done and everything will be well protected. So all I'm gonna do is run all these hydraulic hoses, making sure I've got enough slack, and use my bungees and get it all the way to the back. We've got our hydraulic lines temporarily, guys, temporarily run to the back. I had a few extra feet. Again, 21 feet. I wanted to be insured because the grapple I've got has got really long hydraulic hoses. If you had one with short hoses, you would need that extra feet for the 21 feet. So that's why I went that direction. So we got everything secured here. My box blade can raise and lower. It's not going to interfere with that. I think no tension on the hose connections. So guys, let's power this thing up and see it open and close. Go ahead and power it up, make sure that the hydraulics controls work, then we'll check our hose clearance, make sure everything clears as we move our devices. So, power up, let's see if we get open. Woo, yeah, close, open, get all the air out of it, and close. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now we'll raise and lower the front end loader, make sure all the hoses are clear and don't get crimped and have the slack they need. I'll be very careful and watch as I do it. All right, that was good. Now let's raise it up and see if we can tilt. Front end loader clearance was good. Now let's check our tilt of our bucket there. That looked fine. I didn't see any issues with the hoses. I think we're good to go. Actually, to make sure, let's just check our box blade, make sure that when it goes down, our 3-point clears our hoses are looped there. So let's check that out. That looks pretty good. My rotating handle there may need to be adjusted. I may move the hoses back a little bit, but we're definitely not going to cause any abrasion. Hope you enjoyed watching us get our third function on the front of our tractor here. Guys, if yours didn't come with it, you can do it too. It's simple as going to the tractor store, having them make you up a hydraulic hose, get some fittings on there, get your third function going. If you want to see us use this big stump bucket grapple, go check out our review of it. It'd be here on the RidgeLife Reviews and HowTos channel as well. And when we start clearing out the field for the barn, that's going to be on the main RidgeLife channel. Make sure you go check that out as well. So guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife.